Hey everyone, welcome to another brand new episode of CPOV Autographs. I, of course, am Matt, aka Stormageddon, and happy Pride Month, y'all. I am a non-binary, pansexual, queer as fuck host who is just happy to be here. If you want to support me, the best way to do that is to go to djstormageddon.com and buy some of my merch, because it goes directly into the pockets of this queer person instead of giving a large corporation money for their mass-produced queer merch. I also added some new stuff to the merch store, including updated pixel art stuff and some new t-shirts, mugs, all sorts of stuff. So go check it out. Again, you can find the link to my merch store at djstormageddon.com. But enough about that. This week's guest is the incredible Terence Wiggins, owner of one Samson the dog, which is one of the most important things ever. But in all seriousness, Terence is an awesome human who is a writer, a baker, a podcaster, and just a really cool human who I'd wanted to chat with for a long time. So without further ado, or rambling on my part, here's my incredible interview with the brilliant, talented, and hilarious Terence Wiggins. All right. Well, I am super excited. I am with the Elden Lord of Twitter himself, as it says in his Twitter bio, the Elden Lord.
It's me.
That's you. Terence Wiggins is joining me today. Terence, thank you for being here.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
I am very excited. I've been a fan of your work for a while. You host the podcast Low Stakes. You're a writer. You're a baker. And most famously, of course, the roommate of one Samson dog.
Yes.
Famously on the internet, the
famous
Samson
the dog is he sleeps in my room, but sometimes he sleeps downstairs, and he's mad at me right now because I will not give him more milk bones.
How dare you?
So he's moping in the hallway, and every time I move, he's just like, "You gonna give me another one? Can I have
a snack?
You gonna give me a milk bone? I see you moving."
What else could you be getting up for? Terence, I'm really excited to have you here. I think the first thing I want to talk about is your show, Low Stakes. It is an incredible chat show where you have guests on and just chat. It's yes. In the title of the show, it's Low Stakes. I loved how your episode with Patrick literally devolved into check out my awesome action figures, which, as you can see, is a thing that I can relate to.
Yes.
For the audio listener, I am pointing to all of the Funko Pops behind me. But talk about how this show came to be, why you started a podcast. Where did Low Stakes come from?
I have been doing podcasts on and off since, good Lord, 2011, I think. And so I wanted to do another one, but I was just like, I don't want to have a a thing. I don't want to put together a thing for people to do. I just want to have people on to have a conversation. And so I was like, it's gonna have the lowest stakes imaginable, and I was just like, Low Stakes. I think somebody else might have even suggested the name, but I can't remember. But it's just like I just like talking, and it's an excuse to talk to some friends sometimes. So
yeah,
just I'm lazy.
I mean, I have 3 other podcasts, and they're all with my closest friends, and that's the most I see them is when we podcast together.
Yeah,
so I get that.
Yeah, you gotta just sometimes that's how it works out. Start an art project with a friend just so you can see him.
Exactly. And I love how, you're obviously a very natural conversationalist, that's the word, and also very charismatic. And, what I also really love is that it often devolves into nonsense. Your episode with Tom Harrison, I don't even know how you got to, the third topic in the conversation, but there was, you're talking about growing up, and then I think restaurants at one point, and then something else. And, I love that. Is that easy for you to just kind of flow through conversations?
When I was a teenager, I watched a lot of stand-up comedy, and so I wanted to be a stand-up comedian, and I was also just I want to make people laugh, but I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to force a laugh out of somebody.
Right.
So it was just years of practice, I guess. I don't know how to. I just learned what makes people laugh and just kind of focus on saying what is the dumbest thing I can say in any moment, and usually somebody will laugh at it. So That's how it works.
That's my highest form of a compliment to the people I love is if I call them a complete and utter idiot, like it's meant with love. Like the dumbest things we can do will always make me happy. Like,
yeah.
And what's funny is, and I'm sure you find this with your podcast too, often people are like, oh, those are bits, right? Like you think of that. No, it just falls out of my face.
It emerges that like, it's like whenever I see somebody else make a really stupid like pun or tweet online, like I can see their brain process of just like where they started from and how they ended up to where the stupid thing came from. Because I was just like, that's how my brain works. Like you see a thing, like you think of a thing, and it could be like a normal thought, and then at the end you're just like, Hall & Oates is fucking music. Like that's what happens.
Yeah, and some people have that filter where they don't tweet or say those things. I don't, and I assume you don't either.
No, say whatever. I mean, there are jokes that I will workshop, like I'll have like a stupid song stuck, like a parody of a song stuck in my head,
sure.
And I'll think about that for weeks at a time, and then I'm just like, I got to like something will happen and like the joke will come together, and it's not worth it. It's not worth the time and energy I've put into making this thing. But I'm just like, I just need it out of my brain. And there's nobody in my general vicinity. I'm usually sitting in my room, so it's just like I can't inflict this on them. But you know what? I have 7,000 followers on Twitter, so
I'll make it their problem now.
Yeah, they can see how stupid I am.
Yeah, I mean, I also feel like with Twitter specifically, it's like I'll craft a joke, fine tune it, throw it out, crickets, and then I'll just say the dumbest shit off the top of my dome, and then like dozens of retweets, and it's like, why?
I don't get it, but
that's how
maybe everyone else has the same demon bugs in their brain, so they're just like, I get this.
I can only hope. So anyone who follows you online also knows that you love video games. You are, in fact, a gamer, I hear.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so I wanted to know how you got involved in writing and reviewing games, and like where your love of video games come from. Have you loved gaming since you were a kid?
Like 3 years old. Like I've been playing video games for 31 years.
What was your first console?
My first console was a Sega. I know we had, like, I remember getting a Sega Genesis for Christmas, but I'm trying to think if we had a Nintendo or if somebody else. I think we had to have a Nintendo, but I don't remember really playing it that much. But we had, like, Sega Genesis was like my first console. That and a Game Boy.
Nice.
So yeah, Sonic. It came with Sonic. My parents got me Sonic 2, and we also got Evander Holyfield's boxing and Desert Strike, I think.
Ooh.
Something like that.
Okay.
So those are the 3 video games we had first. So of course we got more later on and went to the rental store and everything. And then for Game Boy, we had Tetris, which as a child, I could not parse what you were supposed to do in Tetris. I just knew like once you got to the top, it was game over, and I was just like, I didn't have instructions with it, so it just started up the game, and the music players, like, you could choose track A or track B, and then you died, or you get to the top and it just ends, and it was just like, that was fun. I also had Super Mario Land and Bo Jackson's Baseball and Football. Then one year I got the Power Rangers game, and that game sucked.
I think just about every Power Rangers game sucked, except for the Super Nintendo one. The Super Nintendo one was kind of fun to beat 'em up.
Yeah, the movie one. Yeah,
but the rest were not good.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think that was those were like my first video games. Then we got like my brother got a Sega Saturn eventually. We had a PC that I played some games on. I was not a big, like, my brain was just like, you don't play a lot of video games on a computer. Like,
That's not what a computer's for.
Yeah, I was just like, I didn't like we had games. Like my dad's friend like worked at a computer company and like built us a computer, and like we had Quake and Monster Truck Madness and other stuff. And like I understood the concept of playing games on a computer, but like to actually go to a store and like get it, because I bought like X-Wing vs. TIE Fighter and it came on floppy disks, and I was just like, how do I want get like I understood CDs, like you put the CD in it and it works. It's just like floppy disk. I was just like, you save information on these. How I want to put game from here to there. And like with cartridge, like I grew up with cartridges, like just put the cartridge in there, turns on,
Plug
like that's it. Yeah. And then computers are just like, you gotta extract all the data, put it on your computer. It's gonna take a while. I'm just like, I'm 6. Like I don't know what this is. And as far as writing, just I had friends who were doing it, and like I'd asked them. Like I just asked on Twitter one day, and I had a friend retweet it, and then I got like the first website I wrote for was Arcade Sushi, which is no longer around. And the first game I reviewed was Enter the Gungeon, and then it's just kind of snowballed from there. I wrote for Paste, wrote for Fanbyte, IGN, Dorkly when that was around. But yeah, it's just kind of trickled in here and there, and it's weird because especially like when it's a game that I don't like, I can just like I can get through it and be done. But if it's a game that I'm enjoying, I want to savor it, but I can't because you have like 3 days to finish a game for a review.
Right.
So it's just like packing in as much game as possible. It's a very weird way to play a video game. Because then after that, you have to write the review, send your review off to somebody, get edits back, and it's just it's a very weird way to play video games.
Yeah, I've found as I've gotten older, playing games for projects or for so I have a gaming podcast and we'll often play games for interviews, but a lot of them have been indie games, and so usually the creators won't expect us to beat them before we talk to them, just have an idea.
Right.
But there have been times where I'll get a 3-week lead time, rarely, but every once in a while on a game before an interview, and I'm like, I have 3 weeks. I should really beat this game so I can talk about the whole game.
Right.
And then it's like you rush to get it done, and then you're done, and you're like, you have another week left, and you're like, am I going to remember this game by the time I get there?
You get to the interview, and you're just like, your game had the sword in it?
It was the one with the magic stuff.
The guy was there. I remember him. Tell me more about the guy.
The guy.
While they start talking, you're just like, I don't remember anything. What was the name of the game?
I mean, I'm very good at pulling up wikis and you know, not lying my way through it. Everything I do is completely honest and from the heart. And no one's
mistakes. No one's ever bullshitted their way through anything
ever. Never.
Yeah.
But it's strange, right? Like you grow up playing video games, and then it kind of becomes part of work for you, and you have to make that transition. Do you make a delineation between this game is only for fun, I won't review this, and games that I want to review, or is it just kind of whatever comes up?
Yeah, I mean, with reviews, it's just I'll get contacted by an editor, be like, hey, do you want to review this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, sure. But I used to stream, which I would like to get back into, but there's just games I feel like that's more of a delineation of just I don't want to play this game in front of people. I want to enjoy this without some asshole being like, you did that game wrong, and I'm just gonna be like, you fucking suck my dick. I don't have patience for people.
I don't understand.
Anymore.
Are you saying people are terrible on the internet? I don't understand. That seems so strange.
Yeah, it's just do I want to stream this game in front of people or do I not? It's just what do I want to relax with, and what do I want to be engaged about?
Yeah.
Because there's games that I deeply love, but I'm just it's just I don't want to talk to anybody about it. This is I'm allowed to have feelings to myself, which I think a lot of people should learn.
Yeah, agreed.
You can
not
you don't have to have a loud opinion about it. You could just be talk to your friends about it, or
I literally had to find a private channel somewhere to talk about Star Wars because I couldn't deal with the garbage on the internet. Doctor Who also. I love Doctor Who. I still love Doctor Who. People want to be loud and shitty about that stuff, and it's can you just not?
Yeah, I watched 6 seasons of Doctor Who or something like that.
Yeah.
And like I enjoyed the show, but I was just like, man, people on the internet need to take a break. Like it's not my favorite or anything, but I was just like, that was fine. Some people are just like, it's the best thing that ever exists, or it's the worst thing, and I'm just like, you could just
things can just be okay. It's allowed.
you could just have a normal opinion about it. I literally legitimately like can't put more space in my head for Marvel movies. Like even though like I enjoyed that, like when I watch them, I'm just like, this is a fun movie, and then like I get online and I'm just like, if one more fucking person says anything about a Marvel superhero movie, I'm gonna kill everybody. Like it just like my brain is just like rejecting like anything. Like people talk about the new Miss Marvel show, and I'm just like, no, like it's a lot of fun. I was like, you cannot pay me to watch it. Like I don't care how good it is. Like I can't physically force that into my brain.
I feel like there's such a saturation of media now that it's like you really have to pick and choose. Like I'm someone who used to keep up with all the DC TV shows, like all the the CW stuff, and then after like they started the 4th or 5th show, I was like, I can't anymore.
I don't have it in me. I just.
Especially with all the crossover stories and like weekly shows connecting. I'm like, this is too much, y'all. I just wanted to watch the Flash beat someone up really fast. I don't want to.
Right. That's the thing I liked about like the early 2000s and the late 90s WB cartoons was just like Batman and Superman. There was like some episodes where they cross over, but for most part, you could just watch either Batman or Superman, or like Justice League Unlimited. Like they had contained stories, but like every superhero thing now is just like it's got to be one long story. It's just like, you could just have one story in an episode, and we'll be done. Like I don't need an expanded universe. Like you can introduce Gorilla Grodd to the Flash in one episode, and he not be there the next episode. You don't.
It's totally okay.
It doesn't have to be a whole thing. We can have fun.
Yeah. I mean, I love the MCU, but also like I loved Moon Knight because it was 6 episodes. It was its own thing, and then it was done. And then, like, there'll be more probably, but, like, it's sort of connected to other stuff, but you could watch that. Like, I could send that to my dad and be like, here, just watch these 6 episodes. And he'd be like, this was great. Like, try sending him one of the Avengers movies. He's like, where did all these guys come from? Who's that?
Why is that android falling in love with a woman? I don't get it. I don't
understand.
Yeah, it's just, I'm trying to think of what the show was. I just watched Shorzy, which is the Letterkenny spinoff, and it was 6 episodes. It's like just watched it in like 2 days, and like it was perfect. Like 6 episodes in and out, like don't have to think about anything else. Just 22-minute episodes, perfect. Like I like when things are big and connect. I'm wearing a fucking Kingdom Hearts shirt right now.
Of course, yeah.
Like I love when things are huge, but like not everything needs to be that.
Right.
And it's just like, please just let me.
I mean, also
let me enjoy one thing.
Everyone's also going to find the thing that they're passionate enough about to lean into that, right? Like, I unabashedly love the 2 Sonic movies. I'm ready for a Sonic universe. Give it all to me. Like, I don't care.
Right.
Because I'm a Sonic super fan. But, like, on the other hand, like, you know, I can't keep track of every Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, whatever war shooty game is out this week.
Right.
My brain, like you said, my brain only has so much space. I have to choose what to put into it.
And it's like, it's bad because like nerd culture doesn't skew to like many things. It tries to like cover all of these bases, and it's just like, we cannot have like, it can't be top level all the time. Like there has to be like levels of things that you like. You can't just like be a super fan of all, like you can't be obsessed with the fandom wiki. Like your brain cannot fit all of this information that you're getting all at one time. But what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? I do want to shift the conversation a little bit to talk about your baking, which you are also very famous for. You have a cookie cookbook, which I love. Talk about what obviously there's not much connection between baking and video games. Well, I mean, there's Cooking Mama, I guess, but like, what were you always someone who liked baking growing up too, and cooking growing up?
Yeah, my parents cooked all the time, but I mostly learned it from my dad. And I remember me and my brothers watching like Saturday afternoon PBS cooking shows. I watched a lot of Food Network growing up. Watched a lot of Elton Brown, stuff like that. And like cookies are just like it makes sense. Like the science of it makes sense in my brain.
Sure.
So it's just like I can. It's like alchemy. Like I know what to put here. Like I know what makes what. And so it's just like easy to experiment with. I don't like cakes are too big. Like I can kind of mess around with dough for a cookie and like put all sorts of things. Like cakes are too liquidy. Like you can't really mess with a cake too much before it's just like, this is no longer a cake. I don't know what you did, but it tastes awful. But yeah, you can destroy a cookie recipe, like put all sorts of stuff in it and make something. So it's just like the joy of experimenting with that.
I love the different kinds of cookies you have in here. I did see on your Twitter that you were going to start experimenting with some possible gluten-free recipes, which as a gluten-free person makes me very excited.
Yes.
But the cookie I want to know the most about, and to entice folks to go to your Ko-fi and buy the cookbook, is Terrence's kitchen sink cookie. So tell me goes into your kitchen sink cookie.
So the kitchen sink cookie is like I've heard the different places use the name, but it's just like a bunch of stuff. It's usually like chocolate and caramel and pretzels and all sorts of stuff. But mine is it has mini chocolate chips, pretzels. The dough has Rice Krispie treats in it.
Oh my God.
And then it has caramel in the middle.
My God.
So yeah, it's just the fattest thing you could ever eat in your life.
That's amazing.
I think I might have made it for my brother's birthday one year. But yeah, it was just like something I wanted to have like a filled cookie. I wanted to make something like that. And caramel's usually easy to work with. So I was just like, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to make it my own. And then it all came together.
I love that. It also sounds like the kind of cookie that after a couple you'll need a nap. Like it's it's
definitely. Don't don't make any of my recipes if you intend to do anything for the rest of the day.
They're kind of like a one-stop shop for stopping.
Yeah, just like eat it before bed and you'll be
good to go.
Just fall asleep, just sit on the couch and put on a David Attenborough documentary, eat some cookies and fall asleep.
Obviously, you have a bunch of cookies in this cookbook. You've talked about other cookies besides that. Do you have a favorite kind of cookie outside of your own baking? Like a go-to cookie either in your area or one that you just love to buy? Like a kind of cookie that's a favorite? I know, it's like choosing your favorite child.
Usually, like my go-to, like if I'm at a store or something, it's kind of like with pizza. Like if you go to a pizza restaurant, like you try the cheese and the pepperoni,
right?
Just to like get the flavor of the
if they can get that
then,
right,
and then branch out with all the other wacky stuff. But I usually go with a sugar cookie or a chocolate chip cookie. Just like start off simple, and then we can go buck wild. Get the cream fillings and the peanut butters and the cinnamons and all that.
I'm curious if you have plans to experiment outside of cookies. Obviously, you mentioned cakes and not your forte, but are there other kinds of things you want? I know that in the cookbook you actually do have some like bars and stuff as well, different kinds of things.
I've thought about like sweet, like making sweet biscuits, stuff like that, but it's just like I don't. It's effort. But yeah, it's just I've thought about it, like tossed around the idea, but it's more of just like getting around to it and figuring it out. Because usually on my days off from work, I'm just like I don't want to do anything. Like I have to be struck by inspiration. It doesn't like I don't plan out in a like I don't have a long tail when I plan out anything. It's just like I like struck by it and a lightning bolt, and then I was just like I have to do this thing because if I don't do it now, I'm gonna lose it forever. So that's where a lot of things come out of, like a fugue state. Basically,
you're either uninspired or completely over-inspired and need to like become a tornado of creation.
Yes, that's basically it. don't know how my brain works, but that's what it wants to do. There's a demon inside me, and he needs out.
I'm sure Samson would love for you to learn how to make him a gourmet milk bone or something.
Yeah, dog biscuits. I've thought I should. I've seen recipes for that online. I'll have to look into that because he definitely would never stop bothering me if I made him anything.
Oh, I get food that's not from a box? What's this?
Yeah, he would absolutely lose his mind.
You are also a Twitch affiliate. I know you are known to stream from time to time. Are there kinds of games that you prefer to stream? Are there like a favorite kind of game to stream, or is it just whatever strikes you, whatever you're in the mood for?
I kind of like streaming bad video games because it's funny to me.
Sure.
I mean, I grew up watching Mystery Science Theater. Like anyone who grew up watching that like knows the joy in something bad. But it's more fun to like poke fun at something, especially if it's really bad. But it's like usually games that I can semi-focus on. Like I don't have to put the most focus on because I can divide my attention between talking to Chad, or if I have a guest on, talking to a guest and playing the game. Because kind of like I'm pretty good at multitasking, but trying to keep 3 streams of activity going in your brain at one time, it's just like one starts to dip. It's like looking at the activity monitor on your computer, and it's just like, one's going down.
Is there a bad game that comes to mind? Like there's this
The Quiet Man.
There it is. I knew. I had a feeling.
It's my favorite bad game. It's the worst video game, and I love it so much. It sucks so much. It's like what makes it so good for being bad is that it's not that long.
Yeah.
Like you could get in and out of the whole experience within 4 to 6 hours. So it's beautiful. It's everything about it sucks. It's beautiful. It's like you can't argue that there's anything good in this game because there's not. It sucks so much.
Yeah, I find that gloriously bad games can be the most fun because it's freeing. And like when I first played Sonic Forces, which generally I thought was fine, but like some of it got so bad, especially with the custom character stages. I just started laughing. Like I was just like, this is just so stupid.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah, I feel like with most 3D Sonic games, like they always just like best foot forward, and then like you get to like the last third and it's just like trips all over the feet, and you're just like, you should have left this in the oven for a little bit longer. The last like hour of Sonic Force is just like, y'all didn't even like, the game just kind of ends. Like you fight the final boss and the game just kind of ends, and you're just like, oh well,
all right, I guess that's it.
I'll see you next time, Sonic. Yeah.
Every time my custom character walked into a cutscene, I just giggled. I was like, I don't belong here. I look like a mistake. Like, it's just, why is this?
Yeah. It feels like, I thought the custom character stuff was pretty neat.
Yes.
But it felt like a different game. Like, like when you played a Sonic or whoever, like it was just like, oh, this is a Sonic game. Then you bring your custom character and you're like, you made a different game. Like, just make a different game. Like you can make like a Freedom Fighters Sonic game and just have these characters, but this is not Sonic anymore.
Yeah. It's interesting when they try and make shifts. Like I enjoyed Sonic Colors. I never played it on the Wii, but I got Ultimate. It had its issues, but like when it was good, it was really good. When it was bad, boy, was it awful, the side-scrolling stages. But like I liked how tongue-in-cheek the story was, but like that last like 1 or 2 stages of the game, they want you to do shit that this game doesn't want you to do. Like the controls just don't work.
Yeah, it's like that with Sonic Generations, like the Supersonic boss fight at the end. I was just like, I have no idea what you want me to be doing in this fight. Like,
you have an excellent game with an awful boss fight. What are you doing?
Right. Yeah, it's like people say like Sonic's had a bad run, and he's like, the games are, I would say they're mediocre to bad, most of them.
Right.
Like I would say most of them, for a good percentage of them, they're playable.
Sure.
But like those Wii Sonic games are like, you couldn't. I remember my friend had graduated high school and he had got a Wii, and his parents got Sonic and the Secret Rings, and like you have to hold. If nobody's ever played this, you should don't try to play it. You have to hold the Wiimote sideways, and you have to jump by like
lifting
the controller. I'm just like, who thought this was a good idea?
There are buttons on this thing. What are we doing?
It's like, you don't need that many buttons for a Sonic game, but they were just like, no buttons. This is a Wii exclusive, and you're just like, you didn't have to do this. It's fine. Yeah. I just wanted to run forward, but I guess not.
Yeah, the Sonic Storybook Collection, which was a whole 2 games, was like such a. Like, I thought the idea was kind of neat, but like once you get in and play it, and you're like, oh, this is an auto runner that's bad.
Yeah,
got it. Like
an auto runner that you also still kind of have to control. Like, it doesn't make a lick of sense from a design standpoint. And what's even worse is that they pulled people off of making Sonic 06 to make those games, and nothing turned out good.
No,
like
Sonic 06. Oh Lord, I still have never really played that game. I played like the opening stage and like I just that's the first. That was back in still the lingering days of like Blockbuster and rentals and stuff. And I remember like, that's one of the few games in that generation that was like, can we bring this right back? Like I want to try something else instead. And I'm a diehard Sonic fan. You're talking to the biggest Knuckles fan on the planet, but I have acknowledged that from Sonic Adventure 2 on, it's been a rocky road, a pretty rocky road.
I can't move my camera too much right now, but let's see. Can I get? Nope, my monitor's in the way. I have the Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles cable guys that hold your controllers.
Oh, I have the Sonic one of those. I don't have the other two. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I have a whole shelf of Sonic toys over in the corner. I think I just broke the thing on my camera. It doesn't matter. It's just
breaking things for content.
I'm breaking things for Sonic. It's just like the little tab that's supposed to like hide your camera so hackers don't see you. But I'm just like, nobody's fucking hacking into my camera to see me. Why am I trying to put this on? I'm doing a show.
It's for the content and the comedy. I get it.
It's for the content. I don't act like this in normal everyday life. I'm much more calm, but when you do a show, the demon takes over and he's just like, we're going to make a joke. Everything's a bit.
I have to assume that Kingdom Hearts is one of your favorite franchises, being that you're wearing a t-shirt of it. What do you like? Because I am also a big Kingdom Hearts fan. I haven't played every single game in the series. I've played most of them, but I've, of course, played the trilogy and some of the smaller games. I've seen the trailer of the new game. I'm sure you have too. I have no idea what I want from that thing. Do you know what you want from the next Kingdom Hearts? Because, like, I thought 3 was okay. It wasn't the best game in the series, but I thought it was okay.
I love Kingdom Hearts 3. I've beaten it 3 times because I have brain poison. But I don't... more Kingdom Hearts, basically. Like I'm just along for the ride. Like I want to see what like, because I've played all of the games multiple times. Because once again, we're gonna loop back to brain poison. So like I want to see where they continue after 3. But I just want more Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I mean it's funny trying to explain why you want more to someone who's not a fan of Kingdom Hearts. It's like you can't. There's no language to explain.
Yeah. Like I would have to like yes, Kingdom Hearts is complicated and that's why I love it. Like there's so much to dig into. I don't come to your house and slap the Star Wars out of your hand.
Man, we could get Star Wars in the next game and I kind of want it. I kind of want that.
Oh, lightsaber Keyblade.
Oh my god, I'd buy that. Like straight up, I'd buy a physical version of that. However that would work. A light up Keyblade. Who doesn't want that?
Yeah. I already have 2 Keyblades on my wall right now.
Amazing.
Yeah, I have too much. Since we're talking about Kingdom Hearts and Sonic, it is
it's
Kingdom Hearts
in the Sonic pose.
Sora, it's Sora in the Sonic pose, which is just
that shirt was
worst
made
of
for you.
Yeah, the worst of my tendencies. A Twitter follower sent me the money for it. I was like, I have to buy it. Like
now I have to. It's a rule.
It is my destiny to own this shirt. Destiny Islands, Kingdom Hearts, everything.
It's connected.
Everything. It comes back.
Amazing.
I promise everyone that I do not talk like a psychopath in everyday life or on my podcast sometimes. Depends on what time of day it is. But I've been awake since 6:15 this morning. So
Wow. All right. Well,
this is what you get.
Look,
this is blame Matt for.
it's my fault.
Yeah, he brought me on the show.
I did. To share you with the broader world that may not know you, because you're worth knowing and you're awesome.
All right. Compliments.
Compliments. How dare you? I'm curious if there are any games that you are really looking forward to this year or in the early next year area. You know, is there stuff that you're like really hyped for, or are you just exhausted like I am?
Yes. Like, I just don't know what, I don't know what's coming out within like I know that new Mario soccer game comes out tomorrow. But like beyond that, I don't know. Like Call of Duty's coming out, Sonic Frontiers, like tentatively excited for both of those. But like I don't know like dates or anything because there's so many games came out at the beginning of the year where I'm just like I haven't finished everything. So I'm just like, I will not look at a new release schedule. Like, I can't do that to myself because I'd just be thinking of, like, I have my PS5 on right now because I downloaded the Saints Row demo thing that came out today. And I'm just like, I want to make a character in that.
Right.
But I'm also looking, I was like, I have Ghostwire Tokyo and I have like 3 other games that I'm looking at, like, you haven't finished these. And I'm just like, don't taunt me, PS5.
Yeah, that's me and my Switch. Like at the end of last year, I bought Shin Megami Tensei 5 and Triangle Strategy, and yet I'm playing Boyfriend Dungeon for the 3rd time. And the rest of my games are like, Matt, what about us? Why are you playing that game again? And it's like, I'm sorry. Like,
I gave you the money. Stop talking to me.
My Switch looks like my Steam list now. Like I have so many games, and my PS5 is getting that way too. I bought the Danganronpa collection, and then I bought, but instead I replayed Jedi Fallen Order the other day because I'm so excited for the new game. Because why would I play the new games or the games I haven't played when I can play an old game?
Yeah, you just play the thing that you know. You can turn off your brain, play that thing, not think critically, and just drool out of your mouth for 16 hours. Yeah, my Steam I have. Hold on, see how many games I have in my Steam library.
I love this game. This is a fun game.
It's an embarrassing amount. I'll let you know that.
Oh, I can only imagine.
I have 1,624 games in my Steam library.
Wow, that puts my paltry 303 games to shame.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. But Humble Bundle and Steam sales will be the death of you one day.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they already are. Like, I definitely have, because I have this many games, because I was like, oh, a bundle of 10 games for $5?
Yeah.
How can I not buy that?
Yeah, it's just like, oh, this bundle has one game that I want, and it's cheaper than buying it by itself, and so I can have all these games, and then you're just like, I'm not gonna play these fucking games.
I have so many games I've never touched on my Steam list, and also, like you, as a person who does a podcast and reviews games, sometimes like I have a ton of games that were given to me so I could talk to someone about them, and then if that interview doesn't happen or they send a code anyway, like here, check this out. It's like, all right, now I have it. I guess I'll play it eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes you just like want to have your hands on, like not even beat it, just have it. Like you just want to have your hands on it just once to be like, well, that was disappointing, and then you just go about your day. And sometimes it's good, but then you're just like, I don't want to play this game. It just happens.
A fun game to play also is to sort your game library by hours played.
Yeah.
Like my number one is Divinity Original Sin 2, not because I've played the game to completion so many times, but because I've started literally 10 different campaigns and never finished any of them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right. Let me see what my number one game is. Let's see. How do I sort it? Steam, all games. All games. Playtime, load now. Mine is The Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
Oh, all right.
258 hours.
Wow. Impressive.
Divinity Original Sin 2 is on here. It is number 7 with 126 hours.
My number 2 game is Elden Ring with 99 hours because I took that shit slow and died a lot.
I will not tell you how many hours I have in Elden Ring. You cannot make me tell you.
It's fine. I won't. Look, all I know is you don't get to be the Elden Lord of Twitter without putting some time into Elden Ring.
Yes. There's games on here that's 49 hours in, but I think it's because I accidentally left it open.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I know I touched that game for like 10 minutes.
And then forgot about it for 3 days.
Yeah, I had, because I'm just like, there's no way that I played this game that long.
Oh, man. Yeah, I often feel overwhelmed and then can only see like what's 3 feet in front of me. Like next week, I know the new Ninja Turtles game, Shredder's Revenge, comes out.
Yes.
Which I had the pleasure of playing at PAX East and interviewing the dev team. And like that game I'm excited for. Like that's...
Yeah.
My co-host put it, that's how you remember Turtles in Time being.
Yeah.
Like,
yes,
it's the memory made real. Turtles in Time still plays well enough, but like that's like that game.
It is not.
Really.
Yeah, when you I had the Hyperstone Heist on Genesis, which is just Turtles in Time with a different skin.
Yeah.
And like going back to play that, I was just like, this is not like
not what I remember.
Like those, like a lot of the old school beat 'em ups, like the Simpsons game, like it's rough. Like you remember putting quarters into that game and having a fun time with it, but that is not like.
Also, those games like with Infinity Lives are like an hour long. Like instead of having to do quarters, like you can burn through that by just pumping lives in like an hour and a half.
Yeah, enemies will just break through your guard. Like you'll just like a combo is just, it doesn't even matter. Like enemies will just bust right through. So like a lot of modern beat 'em ups like Streets of Rage 4, and I'm guessing with Tribute Games is making the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and they make phenomenal games. Every game I've played by them is real good. But yeah, they have learned from the past to just like, this is how you remember it being. Do not go back. Don't look back there, because it's not going to be that same thing.
I mean, we've had a wealth of really great beat 'em ups over the years recently, like Scott Pilgrim and the River City Girls games, and the re-releases of the River City games as well.
Double Dragon Neon is one of my favorites.
Like I'm excited for Turtles because I love beat 'em ups and I love the 80s/90s Turtles cartoon, and since it's like that together, like I just have no, like I laughed when I demoed it because they have a stage called New York 3 p.m.
Yeah,
and it's because it's a spoof on New York 3 a.m. from the old
New
game.
York 3 a.m.
Yeah, and like my I have a co-host on my Mass Effect podcast, and they aren't really into Ninja Turtles, and they looked at me like I had 10 heads. Like, why are you laughing? What's funny about that? Meanwhile, me and Jeff were like, hee, that's a reference. Like,
oh, you were just talking about Mass Effect.
Oh, Terrence is reaching for something. Oh, I have one too. Up above me.
I bought it. Yes.
Right up there.
Mine hangs on a hook.
Nice.
So it looks like I've actually been in service
That's
before.
amazing.
But I love Mass Effect.
I'll have to send you a link to the podcast. It's called Reignite. We played through the original trilogy as if we were Shepard and discussed our decisions, like what we would choose and the decisions we would make, which was a lot of fun. And now we're playing Andromeda in season 4, which I had never played. And as we led up to it, my co-host was like, well, now that you haven't yet played it, now you can't play it. You need to play it for the first time for the podcast. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
And it's been, I mean, I'm enjoying the game. I think it's fun.
The game's not bad. It had bugs, but like it's repetitive is like the worst thing about it. Like but other than that, I didn't beat it just because I was just like, I'm tired of driving around.
Yeah. I need a break.
It was just like driving around barren places, and I was just like, this sure is a snow level. But yeah, I bought the Legendary Edition.
Same.
Played the crap out of that.
Yep.
It was on, like, I got it on Xbox originally, and then like Amazon one day had it for like $10 on PC, and so I was just like, I'm gonna get that on PC too.
Terrence, I think we're gonna be friends forever because I got it on PS4, and then like the same thing, Steam put it on sale for $10, and I picked it up, and I have a Steam Deck, and the game I play the most on my Steam Deck is literally just Mass Effect again, the Legendary Edition, because why not, right?
Yeah, it's good. It's good time. Do not ask me about the ending of Mass Effect 3 because we'll be here forever.
Forever. We'll have to bring you on the pod at some point.
I have opinions, and it. I will say that Mass Effect 3 is an amazing game until the last 5 minutes.
Which is fine. That's better than most people say. Most people just say they hate the whole thing.
No, I like going back to play it. Like, I remember liking it, but like going back to play it, I appreciated it more.
Sure.
But then getting to the end, I was just like, this fucking ending. Like it's so deflating because it's just like you got to the touchdown, like it was like you got to the touchdown, didn't like trip into the touchdown. It's like they fell backwards, and I was just like, you almost had it.
Close.
I hate this child.
Yeah,
but I still I love it. Like,
of course,
99% love it.
yeah. I mean, the whole series is incredible. The remaster is is the best version and the best way to play it.
Yeah. Yes.
And like that whole third game is the ending, right? Like so many stories get such great endings.
Right.
I was talking recently with a friend about the Geth storyline and how it blows my mind to this day that they took fodder enemies and made you like feel bad for them by the end of the third game.
You care about like when you get to Legion, and 2, it's just like, oh no, he's great. I love Legion. He's my best friend.
Yeah. I love these robots.
When you can when you can unite the Geth and the Quarians together, like it's amazing. Like feel good, and then you get to the actual ending. I'm sorry, I won't talk about it. God, it just like it made me so mad playing it again because like I noticed even more things that just like because there's so many decisions that. Like playing it through all because I played it when they originally came out,
right? Of course,
the Legendary, and like you play it all through that way, and like you see all your decisions carry over, and then you get to the field goal, and none of that matters. Nope. Like none of your decisions matter.
Nope.
And it's just like, oh, and like. People don't understand, like, who didn't play it, like, when you first got the game, like, they didn't have any of the extra stuff of, like, this is what happened to the characters.
Yeah.
They added that in afterwards, because when you originally finished the game, it was just, like, Joker lands on another planet, and that's it. That's all you know.
Yep.
Like, you don't hear what happens with anybody else, and it's just, and the ending with Buzz Aldrin... reading about the shepherd, like first of all calling shepherd the shepherd, fucking stupid. But I tweeted about this, but if you look, it's supposed to be like a guy and his grandson, but if you look, it's clearly the shepherd in his like dress blues outfit and a shrunken down shepherd in his like casual outfit. Like it's two shepherds standing side by side, but one is like tiny, and I was just like, that I'm done. I can't. I'm done with this.
Yeah, I mean, look, everyone is gonna have strong feelings about it. That's a game that pulled you in and created a world that you wanted to be a part of, and so like that was inevitable. And like,
right
at this point, I've come to terms with it. I honestly, like, with the lead up to this, whatever Mass Effect 5 is gonna be, it's like,
yeah,
I want it, but also I'm kind of like, we could just leave it, and it'll be a great trilogy and a flawed but fun fourth game and be done.
Yeah.
But now we're going to have a fifth one that maybe ties everything together. If it canonizes one of those three endings, I'm going to flip a table, though. Because it's like, even whether you like that ending or not, that's your ending. Yeah. That's what you chose. If it goes away because they have to make it for modern consoles, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah. It's... yeah. Like, it just... Like, there's no way... Like, because they keep hinting at it being, like, a continuation.
Yeah.
And, like, the only way I imagine them do that is, like, if the game starts with the last 5 minutes of you running towards the beam and, like, it just changes. Like, it's fucking stupid. It's so...
It's like I have so
stupid.
little faith in that game and the new Dragon Age Dreadwolf, which was recently announced. I love the Dragon Age series also, but, like, I just don't, like, after... like, I just don't know. I just have no faith in either of these teams to do a good job. I don't know how else to put it, and it's a bummer because I love BioWare, but like, you know, we get the the anthems of the world, and it's like it's hard to kind of have faith. I'm just gonna look forward to the Knights of the Old Republic remake, and like I'm playing the original one right now because I never played it, and like,
oh yeah, I played it on Xbox originally. Which I didn't like. It was a lot more action oriented than I remembered, than I didn't remember. Then I like played it years later. I was like, this is a strategy. Like, it's like a strategy game, not an action game. Like my brain made it out to be. But yeah, Knights of the Old Republic was like, I didn't grow up on Star Wars, so Knights of the Old Republic was like the first Star Wars. I was like, oh shit, Star Wars, like I get it.
Yeah, it's fun so far.
Yeah, when I was 12, The Phantom Menace came out, so
yeah, you know. Yeah. I mean, I had already loved the original trilogy by the time I was like 12 or 13, but yeah, after I mean, also then again, I will say when I saw Phantom Menace as a kid, I loved it. I didn't know any better. Like I
thought it was fun, but it didn't make any, like I thought the final battle was cool, but like it didn't like make any connections where like with like everyone who I knew who loved Star Wars were just like Star Wars, and I was just like, I don't.
See, I'm that person, but I also just like all Star Wars, good, bad. I don't care about the quality. It's like we were talking about before. Like, the cheesier the Boba Fett TV show got, the more I loved it. Like, give me it. I want it to be corny. Let him be ridiculous. Like, I want it. I'll eat it all up.
Yeah, sometimes you just need some things you just want to turn your brain off. You don't have to, like, I feel like if you can acknowledge that like you like the bad qualities because it like brings a sort of like comfort to you. Like there are people who just argue about the bad things like it's good, and it's just like you don't have to do that.
You can just say it's bad and you like it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
like I don't.
That's me with the Venom movies. Like I know they're bad, but I like them. They are awful and hilarious, and I love them. I love my stupid gay monster babies. Like I just don't care. But that's the thing. Like I'm not saying it's cinema. I'm not saying it's the best thing ever. I'm just saying it's stupid and I like it.
Yeah, I can put it in my brain for an hour and a half and not think about anything except for that monster. He hit hard, and then you go about your day. You live the rest of your life.
Terrence, this has been a delight. Before we wrap up, I've been asking my guests, as the pandemic continues to be ongoing, please wear a mask, please get vaccinated if you can, all of that shit. But I like to ask my guests, is there something that you like? It was hard for all of us. We've all had our different ranges of difficulties during this time. But was there something good that came out of the pandemic for you? Is there something that you can think of that was positive that happened during this time?
Yeah, I started exercising more, and I got into meal prep, and that has saved me a lot of time of like getting ready, like being able to cook all my meals on the weekend for like going to work Monday through Thursday, and like not having to think about that, and just like pack it away in the morning. Like I have like so much more time at night after I get off work because I don't have to worry about that, and like just having like a small schedule, like having like that free time to just dick around and not have to worry about like scrounging up food, like it's wonderful. Getting a meal prep, it's easy, and you make a big bunch of food and just meter it out over the week. Good, golden.
Love that. I love that. Practical advice. Yeah, we love to see it.
I'm practical because I want to be lazy.
Look, I've been saying that for years. Lazy people aren't actually lazy. They just excel at being lazy.
Yeah, I just
it takes effort.
I my room is clean all times because I keep a spot for everything, and I don't want to do big cleans. I just want to like just little upkeep all the time, and that way I don't have to fucking get out, like spend an entire day. Be lazy but practical about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Terrence, this has been great. I would love, before we wrap up, for you to tell folks where they can find you online if you wish to be found, where they can find your stuff, where they can buy your cookbook, all of that good stuff.
The most important thing you could do is just go to my Twitter at the Black Nerd. That's got all my links. I have a link tree, link tr.ee. I think that's the website, / the Black Nerd, but that's on my Twitter. Like literally anything you want to know about me, you can find on my Twitter. What I'm doing, I'm constantly tweeting because I work a desk job and nobody checks on me, so they can't stop me from being stupid. But that's where I am, and that's where I'll be, and that's where you can find me.
I highly recommend it. If nothing else, excellent pictures of the most adorable dog in the world are often on that feed.
You should see my dog.
You should.
I love to look at him and squish his face.
Terence's pinned tweet is himself and his dog. He knows. Yeah, he knows why people are there. It's important.
Yeah, it's important. Samson is the best dog ever.
Good follow.
Yeah.
Well, Terrence, thank you so much for being here. This was so much fun.
No problem. I'm glad that I could be a good guest.
Let's not get crazy. You know?
I'm glad I could be a mediocre, average to fine guest.
Exactly. Which is
I'm glad I could say words.
The last thing I'll have you do is we have a saying on the show. The saying is, music is life and life is good. It's this idea that as long as you're making stuff, even when things get hard, if you're creating, even releasing the demon inside like a tornado, it's like life isn't that bad. So if you can say music is life and life is good, we will wrap up the show.
Oh, well, I can definitely say that. Music is good and life is excellent. Music is life and life is good.
Excellent.
And life is strange, coming to consoles near you. Pick it up June 26, 2016.
That's it for this episode of CPOV Autographs. Our theme music is by Michael Kill. Our logo was designed by Case Aiken and Joey Amons. If you liked the show, please rate and review wherever you get your podcasts. It's a great way to help us reach more listeners. Questions, comments, or guest recommendations? Email mr.nat.storm@gmail.com or hit us up on Twitter at CPOV Autographs. Thank you so much for listening.
Video games are a unique medium.
They can tell stories,
Immerse us in strange, fantastic worlds.
blur the very boundaries of our reality.
But at the end of the day, video games are fun, whatever fun is to you.
I'm Jeff Moonen,
And I am Matt, a.k.a. Stormageddon.
and on Fun and Games, we talk about the history, trends, and community of video games.
It's a celebration of all the games we play and all the fun we find within them.
And there's so many more games out there, so we hope you'll share in that conversation with us.
Fun and Games podcast with Matt and Jeff. Find us on certainpov.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
And happy gaming.
CPOV. CertainPOV.com.